Earlier this week, she learned how to skate.
Whoa, here it comes! Oh, no! Whoa! And spin around.
Well, maybe didn't learn how to skate. Tried to learn how to skate. Today, she's showing us how skates are made. Our very own Mr. McFeely, Emily Engberg, takes us to Red Wing to show us the time and pride that goes into making every pair of Riedell skates.
Red Wing, Minnesota is home to more than just Red Wing Shoe Company. It's also home to another brand known around the world.
People wondered, where in the world is Red Wing, Minnesota, and why are you guys there?
Dan Riegelman has worked for Riedell for 36 years. But for Dan, this is much more than just a job. This is also about keeping his grandparents' dream alive. His grandfather, Paul Riedell, was a shoemaker for Red Wing Shoe Company. He and his wife, Sophie, loved to ice skate. But they weren't fans of the boots that were available back then. Paul was confident that he could build a more supportive and more comfortable skate, so he went to his boss.
He said, yeah, Paul, you can go ahead and build some skates. And that's how it actually kind of grew. And he started building skates for his friends and some of the other people in the clubs. And then he started going to local and regional skating competition and offering his skates. Well, it came to a point where Red Wing Shoe Company, as nice as they were, said, who are you going to work for? Are you going to work for us or what?
That's when he decided to open his own company in 1945. Business is still strong today.
How many skates do you make a year?
We'll make out of here probably around 50 to 55,000 pair a year. And then we also have some lower cost skates that we don't make here, but we have made for us and we'll sell probably around 100,000 of those as well.
Making that many skates is a lot of work, and Riedell doesn't just make ice skates. They started making roller skates back in the late 50s.
This is where all of the fabric is stored, and you can see the traditional black and, of course, some more neutral and tan colors. But if you come back here, you see things that are a little brighter and a little more festive, if you will. And there's a good chance that these are for roller skates because ice skaters tend to have things that are a little more conservative.
The condition of the material has to be just right, no imperfections, and a lot of the pieces are cut individually.
Oh, it's not like a cookie cutter operation where you've cut these out and then it just gets stitched and so on. There's actually, in some of our higher cost skates, there's upwards of about 110 to 115 material pieces and components.
We walked through the warehouse watching step by step the amount of work that goes into making each and every skate.
So we can track that all the way through manufacturing. Everything is barcoded on the work order ticket as well, too, so we can track it at any given time, where it is, what stage it's in completion or in process, and so forth like that.
Here's the amazing part. A lot of these skates are actually done by hand. A lot of the process is really, really detailed, but the leather can be pretty strong. So there's this steamer oven where they actually put the leather in there, so they're a little bit easier to handle.
From the cutting, the gluing, the sewing, and the shaping, it's incredible to see how it's done.
It's a big, a good feeling of accomplishment and so forth when we can build something, people pay money for it, they pay good money for it, so the product has to be good, and they can appreciate that. Well, it makes us feel good as well.
And custom or not, it doesn't happen overnight.
So how long would you say it takes for one pair of skates to be ready to go, to get from point A all the way to this
Our work-in process time is about between 7 to 10 days, sometimes less. We can actually schedule one and rush it through. We can get a pair of boots done from cutting all the way to finishing and packing in about 3 days if we really push it hard.
Dan takes a lot of pride in this business, but he'll be the first to admit it's the employees that have made Riedell the company his grandparents had dreamed of.
We've got a workforce second to none. Our employees are the lifeblood of our company. I mean, they're the ones that make us work and make our brand what it is.
Man, that's some hard human work.
I know, it really is.
You think something like that and it's just going through a belt.
Conveyor belt.
Conveyor belt and everything's just happening that way. No, that's some real Minnesotans getting the job done.
Working hard and making the best.
And I assume some from western Wisconsin, too, being there in Red Wing.